Hi everybody, Loretta from Legally Quirky. Today I wanted to discuss 25 things that I no longer buy. I was actually going to do a video for 50 things that I no longer buy, but I wanted to break it up into two parts. Hopefully that makes the content more manageable for you, and we can spend a little bit more time talking about why some of these items are on my no buy list. So let's get started with number one. First item on my don't buy list is paper towels. So we have regular kitchen towels and hand towels, and I had developed a bad habit that I had discussed in another video where whenever I would wash my hands, I would grab a paper towel and then I would grab another paper towel. And my hands are actually in water a lot. So when I'm cleaning, I was going through a lot of paper towels when really all I needed to do was maybe get, a rag and then just a normal towel to dry my hands off after they were clean. So no more paper towels for me, and I think that will be better for the environment. Next thing on my not buy list are fake plants. I recently had a yard sale, and in the yard sale, I put out a bunch of fake plants. We now have a beautiful, beautiful variety of real life plants that flower and hopefully eventually will give us some vegetables. And so rather than buy something that, while it's true, it's easy to maintain, although you do have to dust them, and they won't die, I would much rather have something that actually contributes to the oxygen in the household. One of our plants is a snake plant. It's actually good for the environment. It's supposed to, clean up the air in your environment. And so I would rather invest in live plants than fake plants. Next on the do not buy list is eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, and then also things like lip pencils. I do wear mascara because I'm blonde, and if I don't put mascara on my lashes, it doesn't look like I have any lashes at all. I know it's hard to see right now, but there is mascara on these lashes. My eyebrows are also very light because of being a natural blonde. And so if I know I'm going someplace where I'm going to be doing photographs, I usually darken these so that they will show up in photos. But I do not buy eyeshadow or lip pencil. My experience with lip pencil is that, and maybe it was the brands that I was buying, it can creep into the little lines that start to form around your mouth as you get older. And eyeshadow is really tricky as you get older also. There's a lot of shades that are very unforgiving if you wear them. And so I would rather actually use an eye primer, but I don't need eyeshadow at this point. It's also just an extra step in the morning, and it makes it harder to remove at night. Other items I am no longer buying are those facials. And that's either the service or those sheets that you can buy. They look like Halloween masks when you put them on your face. But these people that put the facials on their face, I find that my skin doesn't need that. If I'm moisturizing and cleansing and putting on SPF, you really don't need the facial. And I definitely don't want to have to pay $90, $100, $120 to go somewhere to do a facial. So I am no longer buying any of those products. I also no longer buy candles. To me, when you buy candles or fragrance in general for your house, you're literally setting your money on fire when you buy candles. You might pay 20. I've seen people spend even more than $20 on a candle, and then you light it up and you'll enjoy the flame. And if you enjoy candles, I don't want to take that away from you. Some of you might be in a situation where you feel that's romantic to put candles out, or those of you that enjoy baths. I can't do that. I can't bathe. I can bathe. I can't do baths right now. I have to take showers. And so if you want to put candles out, that's great. But it really is a waste of money. At the very least, maybe don't buy the really expensive high-end candles. I know that some of the candles, depending on how they're made, there's like toxic stuff in the wick. And then some people say that it's better to buy beeswax over soy, and then some people prefer soy. I just don't want to be bothered with it anymore. To me, having a candle out, that's one more thing I'm spending money on, one more thing I need to, dust, because you do get dust if you don't burn them regularly. So I just don't want to be bothered with it. If you do invest in a candle, you might want to think about taking the time to actually clean the container that it came in, if it's a nice glass container that you can reuse for something else. I've done that on a couple of the candles that I had from a while ago. Once it was burned all the way down, I took the time to dig the wax out and clean the glass container that it came in, and it was a really nice container to hold other things. Other items that I am no longer buying, and I have a list. This is my list right here. And I'm going to scratch off some stuff. Paper towels, done. Eyeshadow, done. Lip pencils, done. Candles, done. Facials, done. Fake plants, done. I no longer buy magazines. Even when I'm at the airport and I know I'm going to be trapped on a plane, I will not buy a magazine. And here's my reasoning. I would rather read a book. The articles in the magazines, I've heard it all at this point. They're not going to come up with some new way for me to organize or clean, or some new products. I mean, there's a lot of articles in these magazines that are a lineup of products that were sent to the magazine people for free, and now they're recommending them. So it's all just marketing to get you to buy more stuff. Plus all of the ads in the magazine that might get you to buy something that you would not have known about. And if you didn't know about it, you wouldn't have bought it. So I don't buy magazines anymore. I also don't want to be bothered getting a collection of paper that I don't need. Another item that I no longer fall victim to are those subscription boxes. And I am talking about everything from makeup subscription boxes, food subscription boxes, just any type of subscription. Anytime I see something like, well, do you want to renew or do you want to make it a subscription? I say no. I have even canceled my Amazon subscription. Like, I am no longer an Amazon Prime member. I have a beef with Amazon right now because I feel like they have lured a lot of people in. I was one of the first people to sign up for Amazon Prime. I thought it was a great idea. And every year that deal has gotten worse and worse to be an Amazon Prime member. So I just no longer do it, and I no longer belong to any of those subscriptions. I don't want to have to pay an annual fee for something. It's the same thing with credit cards. I don't want to pay an annual fee. If I have to pay you to use your product, which you're going to be making money off of me when I use it, no, I don't agree to that. Other things that I no longer buy, I don't buy alcohol anymore. There's a few reasons for this. One, because of my medical condition and the medicine I'm on, I can't drink alcohol. It's not a good idea. It would reduce the effectiveness of the medicine. But I also don't drink alcohol because I feel like it's a huge waste of money. If you're out at a restaurant and you buy one drink at a restaurant, you could have bought several bottles of lower shelf alcohol, or like a premium level of alcohol. Just, if you want to drink, buy it at the liquor store, make it at home. Don't drink when you're out at restaurants. You're going to pay a huge markup, and you're going to have to tip more because now that is added into your bill at the end. I also don't bring alcohol into the house, though, for the reasons that I told you, because of my health. I don't want to get dehydrated either. It's not healthy for my body. I don't like what it does to my brain and my body, and so I just avoid it. There's other ways that I have fun. Art. I no longer buy artwork for my walls. The stuff that's hanging up over here and throughout my house is actually artwork that I've made. I had, to buy canvas and I had to buy paint, but I enjoy doing the artwork myself. And when someone walks through the house and they say, "Hey, did you do that painting?" Yes, all the paintings that are hanging up in here are from me. And it's a wide variety. I have total abstracts where you can see whatever you want to see in it. Or, it's landscapes, seascapes. I have a wide variety of interests, and also depending on the room that you're in, there's different artwork. The really abstract stuff is up in this room. The other stuff that's hanging up, say, in the bedroom is more beach and ocean specific because wanting to make the bedroom a relaxing place. But when I looked at art that you can buy online or in home decor stores, some of the stuff that I was looking at what started at 99 went up to as much as $300. And I said, why would I pay for that when I can go buy a canvas and do it myself? And I know some of you might not want to do that, uh, but the other option that I'll give you is if you really want to buy some artwork, go to local craft and art shows and buy something there. Support someone that's local. But the art that you see online, especially at some place like Z Gallery, not a fan. Uh, and if you buy something that's mass marketed, say at Bed Bath & Beyond, other people are going to have that same piece of artwork hanging up in their, room. I remember when I lived in the dorms, there were a few key posters that everybody had a copy of that poster. One was a picture of a guy kissing a woman. It was a black and white photo, and they were both dressed in coats. It looked like they were in France. Everybody had that poster when I was in that, 20-year-old age range. And it just became very cliche and very stupid because everybody has the same thing. What's so great about it? Uh, but I don't want to put a lot of art on the wall anyway. I just recently got rid of a whole bunch of word sayings. One of the sayings was work hard, stay humble. I took it down. I had like 6 of those types of word phrases and, you know, um, inspirational quotes on the walls in different parts of the house. And I realized I just got tired of reading my wall. There was a time where, it was very motivational and it was inspiring, but I got tired of it. I decluttered it. They're gone. I'm not buying anymore. All right. Other things that I no longer spend money on: fast food. I will not eat fast food. Even on the road, I have a trip coming up this weekend and I have another one the week after. We're going to be driving to the locations. I have bought snacks in advance from the grocery store. I am not going to stop for fast food. Fast food usually upsets my stomach. It's highly processed, it's expensive, and it's time consuming. I'm the type of person, when I get in the car, I want to keep driving until we get there. Even if that means 8 hours nonstop in the car. I'll only stop if I need to go to the bathroom. I want to get there as efficiently as possible. I don't want to stop 20 times. I'm going to pack my snacks. I'm going to eat something that's easy to eat in the car, and that's it. No spending money, especially on fast food. Also really high in sodium. Other things that I no longer spend money on: dry cleaning. I will not even buy a shirt or a pair of pants that needs to be dry cleaned. I hate spending money on dry cleaning. The last time I took something to be dry cleaned, I think it was a jacket, it was $12.75. I don't know why they made it $12.75. They should just say $13. $13 to dry clean your jacket. And I have to look at that jacket and say to myself, do I love this jacket enough to put another $13 into it so that I can wear it again? Now, some people have, some of the nicer dryers now have a sanitize that you can do on something that's a dry clean only. That makes sense. But I don't want to dry clean clothes anymore. Then I have to also remember to go and pick up the clothes. That's not going to happen. I'm getting more forgetful as I get older. I'm not buying any more dry clean only clothes. And you know what? I had a sweater that said dry clean only. Don't tell anybody, but I put it in the washing machine on delicate. And you know what? It was just fine. So just because the label says dry clean only doesn't mean that it's really dry clean only. All right, other things that I no longer buy: kitchen gadgets. I don't need a melon baller. I don't need a special avocado slicer or a corer or all these other crazy things that they want to sell you. Or the latest, kitchen, frying pan that's nonstick. All these kitchen gadgets that they advertise, it's just a way for someone to make money off of you. And it's not even that the thing is that expensive. A lot of times what they're getting you on is the shipping and handling. They're making their money that way and they're selling the item at cost. So if you see kitchen gadgets, really think twice. Do you need it? I mean, even a garlic press thing. You can do that with a knife. If you have a good set of kitchen knives, there's a ton of stuff that you can do with those knives, and you don't need all the other little gadgets crowding up your drawer so that when you open the drawer to try to find something that you actually need while you're cooking, you can't find it. And meanwhile, whatever you're cooking on the stove is boiling over. No more kitchen gadgets. Souvenirs. I mentioned I have a trip this weekend. I have a trip the following weekend. I don't buy souvenirs anymore. No postcards, no souvenirs, no shot glasses, no magnets, no spoons, no thimbles, no t-shirts. All of that souvenir stuff to me is just a complete waste of money. What you hopefully are doing are taking some really amazing pictures, and you can remember and relive the trip with the photographs that you take. But also, like I like to limit the amount of time that I'm taking pictures so that I can actually be present for where I've traveled to. I've always laughed when I lived in New York and I would see all of the tourists and they would just be snapping photos, everything, snap, 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 snap. They never put the camera down to actually look and experience what was happening around them. They were so focused on getting the perfect picture for their photo albums. People don't even do photo albums anymore. I'm old fashioned. I have photo albums, but you don't need a souvenir. There's no t-shirt or magnet that is worth the money to come home with me to remember that trip. I'm going to remember that trip just fine, and I'll have pictures to prove it. Don't need a magnet. And by the way, if you're one of my friends or family and you're actually watching this, well, thank you for watching, because most of you never do. But don't buy me any more souvenirs. Save the money, buy yourself alcohol while you're on vacation, and you don't have a choice. Rugs. I no longer buy throw rugs. I don't even want to, when the carpets that I have now wear out, I'm not going to buy rugs to replace it. I'm probably going to put hardwood down. Rugs are extra work and they don't last long. Even if you buy a higher grade quality rug. Now, I know some of you might live someplace where you want to keep that echo down, or it's cold and you want the rug in order to keep things warm and cozy. I don't have that problem where I am. Maybe it's because of where I live, but we really don't need rugs, and it's more of an effort to clean the rugs and then also the throw rugs. You got to move the throw rug, and then you have to clean the wood floor underneath the throw rug. I would rather just not have any rugs, period. If you have pets, it's also nice not to have the rugs. It's way easier to clean a hardwood floor or tile floor if there's an accident than a rug. I've had dogs before. Once a dog has an accident on the rug, I don't care what product they sell. It does not work. It will not get rid of the smell. It will for us. We won't smell it, but the dog's sense of smell is really powerful. And you might think that it's cleaned up, but it's probably not. Especially if another dog comes through that house afterwards, they will smell that other dog and where that dog had an accident. So no rugs, no thanks. I learned about this one recently. I am no longer going to be buying high quality name brand tires. I had no idea about this. And maybe it's because I'm a girl and I just never really paid attention. I had no idea that there were like normal tires, higher level tires, and then like premium tires. And I guess there's even something even higher performance tires above that. I mean, unless you need something special for where you live or for your car, absolutely buy the correct tires. But I didn't know, like someone told me the name brand of the tires that I had on my car. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, those are fancy, those are expensive. And when I started shopping around, I found out, oh, I don't need to buy the most expensive tires out there. This brand of tire will do just fine. So watch out for that. If you're going shopping and you don't know a lot about cars, there are guys out there that don't know a lot about cars. They're interested in video games and programming and other stuff. And so they never got into cars and car gear and equipment. Just price before you buy, especially if you're going to be buying 4 tires. That's a lot of money to drop at once. And so shop around, get a good price, and remember that you do not have to buy the name brand high performance tires. It's not necessary. Other things that I no longer buy, holiday decor. I'm not going to decorate for Halloween. I'm not going to decorate for Christmas. I'm not going to decorate for Valentine's Day or Memorial Day or 4th of July. There's no reason to buy holiday decor for every single holiday. It adds up. It gets expensive. You have to store it someplace when the holiday is over. No, thank you. What I will do is I will put out seasonal decor. So I'll change the color of the guest towels. You know, right now we're in summer. I have cute little pineapples out. When it's fall, I'll change it to something else. Something that's a fall color. Maybe gray. But I'm not going to go out and buy something specifically for Halloween, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas. At Christmas time, just put out red and green. I mean, if you're doing the traditional Christmas colors, why do you need to go out and buy holiday specific decor? There's no reason for it. Now, I know some people love to go out and shop the day after a holiday and buy all of that stuff when it's 70 to 90% off. Okay. But just remember, you have to store it. I don't like to have to store all of that stuff, and I don't like to have to move all of that stuff. I know people, they have stuff in totes and then they have a storage unit. And as each holiday happens, they go to the storage unit and take that tote out, or if it's Christmas, multiple totes out in order to decorate. I actually know someone right now that's decorating for Christmas. Again, God love you if that's what you want to do and that makes you happy. I'm just making suggestions. This is what I do. And I don't judge people. I mean, if really that makes you happy and that's going to make you a more pleasant, kind person to everybody else, do it. Go crazy. But I'm looking for peace of mind, and I'm looking to save money, and I'm looking to make things easy to clean and to streamline. And so for me, no more holiday decor. No, thank you. What else? I no longer buy the special back care. So this is another one of those things that you see stuff advertised on Instagram or Facebook, or they hit you up in your email, or you'll see something at, you know, chiropractor or whatever. The special pillows, creams, gadgets, foam rollers, miracle ball method, acupuncture pillows, massagers. None of that stuff works in the long term. If there's something going on with your back, you need to go and see a doctor. No, seriously, you need to go and see a doctor. Long-term back issues, I know someone right now, they've got degenerative discs going on. And it's the kind of thing they've caught early enough that it can be reversed. And so physical therapy is going on to help my friend. If you're having pain in your back, it might even be your back, it might be your hips. I mean, you really need to talk to someone and get examined instead of, you know, throwing $50 here and $20 there and $100 there, $40 there, and $75 on a massage. Just take that money, go to a doctor, really find out what is wrong, and then follow your doctor's advice. And I also did physical therapy for my back. Once you do the physical therapy, don't stop doing the exercises when the physical therapy is done and they release you. I still have my hand out. I still do those back exercises every morning when I get up. Do the exercises, the back problem shouldn't come back. And if it does, go back to your doctor again. But spending all of this miscellaneous money on different, you know, quick fixes for your back, they don't work. And they take up a lot of space. I have a whole row in my shelf that I'm thinking about talking to my husband and being like, I think it's time. I think it's time to accept that all of this didn't work and we got suckered and we just don't buy any more of this crap and we garage sale it. So I'm already thinking about my next garage sale. So no more back care gimmicks. Other stuff I don't buy anymore. I don't buy birthday cards. Again, I'm crafty, so if I want to give someone a birthday card, I will actually just give them a birthday card that I made. It's not that hard. Have any of you heard of the program Canva? You can design your own birthday card on Canva. And if you don't want to mail a card, And I don't print it through Canva. I print it off of my printer. I download it to my computer and I print it off of my printer. You can have a color printer, you can do that. But if you really truly want to, you can just email it to them. Email the person the card that you designed for them in Canva. Email them a birthday wish. Honestly, my group of friends at this point, we just text each other happy birthday or put it on Facebook or Instagram. They don't need a birthday card from me. It's a waste. And birthday cards have gone up. It's harder and harder to find a 99-cent birthday card, and they don't look that great. A lot of the birthday cards that I like, that I'm drawn to, they're over $5. I don't want to spend $5 on a birthday card. Some of them are even more expensive than that. I saw a birthday card that was $8.99 that I wanted to get for my husband. I love him. I love him so much. But I can just say the words that were in the card and convey to him how important he is to me and how much I love him. And be kind through my actions on a daily basis rather than get him a card, which he's going to appreciate it and love it. And then it's going to end up in the closet. We have a box of all the cards that we bought each other while we were dating. It's a nice keepsake, but if I'm not sentimental about souvenirs, you can imagine how sentimental I am about that stuff. So no birthday cards and just usually no cards. Same thing. If someone's sick, I want to check on you and say, hey, are you feeling any better? Is there anything I can get you? Do you need soup? Do you need me to go to the store for you? Can I visit you and keep you company? But a get well card? No, I'm not going to do it. Sorry. Other things that I are on my no buy list or that I don't buy anymore. I don't buy drinks at gas stations. There's this amazing thing. It's the travel cups and travel tumblers. You can put water in it, and then when you're out and you're driving around in your car, you can drink water from that travel mug or travel tumbler instead of stopping at a gas station and paying $1, $2, $3 for water. Energy drinks are even more. Just there's no point. I went someplace where the fountain drink was almost $3. You don't need to spend money on gas station drinks. You don't need to buy fancy drive-through coffee. You can actually put coffee in those travel mugs too. There's hot and cold travel mugs, and then you don't have to spend money on that. I think one of the things that happens is, because again, I've done a lot of car rides and a lot of traveling by car throughout the United States. You stop to use the bathroom, you look around, you see, some coffee or snacks, and you're like, oh, well, it's only $3 and I've been driving and I want that reward, and you buy it. But there have been times I've walked in and spent $10 at a gas station. So that bathroom break was $10 plus the gas. Gas is expensive now too. I don't need anything from the gas station except for your bathroom and the gas so that my car keeps going. I'm not going to be spending money on gas station drinks anymore. Something else that I don't buy anymore are throw pillows. I explained in the decluttering, getting ready for the garage sale, how many throw pillows I had. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I was able to sell some of the throw pillows that I had. The other throw pillows got donated to Goodwill. Cleaners. You do not need to buy special cleaners. There are people that have cleaners for wood, stainless steel. They have a different cleaner for their toilets. Then there's another cleaner for their shower. Then there's another cleaner for their glass. All cleaners come down to 3 basic ingredients and a variety of mixtures on them. You get vinegar, you get baking soda, you get Dawn. Yes, I am plugging Dawn. They are not sponsoring me. I would love Dawn to sponsor me, especially the power wash stuff. That stuff is amazing. You can use that on your laundry. If you have a stain, just spray Dawn power wash on it. Those will clean everything. I mean, peroxide and baking soda and vinegar Those combinations are pretty powerful. So I spent extra money on the special foaming scrubby cleaners. And you know what? No cute cartoon bubbles come out and do the work for you. You have to still scrub pretty freaking hard. It's not worth it. It's just marketing. They're just trying to get you to buy their name brand cleaner that they say is specifically made for such and such. It's not necessary. Most stuff, you don't need a special cleaner for it. I have some friends that have wood and they swear by Murphy's oil soap. I could see that. But there's also this stuff called Dr. Bonner's cleaner, and it's a 13-in-1. It cleans a million things. It comes in unscented and then a variety of scents. That works really well too. You should not need to have a pantry full of cleaners or a cabinet underneath your kitchen sink. You know what I'm talking about. That's just, can after can after can of cleaner. It's not necessary. All right, the other thing that I'm not buying anymore is floor lamps. When I was living in an apartment, I needed table lamps and floor lamps. When I purchased my home, it came with some really great overhead lights. If an overhead light is too bright, you can always put that light on a dimmer. But I don't want to give the real estate to the floor lamps. It looks cluttered to me if you've got floor lamps and end table lamps. I just don't want that much stuff. I also don't want the cords, because then you have to worry about trying to place it in such a way that you hide the cords. I'm just not going to buy the floor lamps. I don't need them. If you need them because you live someplace where the overhead lighting is not great, or that room actually doesn't have an overhead light at all, I get it. Then invest in a floor lamp, but look for ones at yard sales. Get them secondhand. There's no reason to spend more than $20 on a floor lamp. All right. Let's see. How many items is that? I promised you 25, and then I'll do the other 25 another day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we need 24 and 25. Other things that I no longer buy or pay for, haircuts. My husband and I have started cutting our own hair. This is the world that we live in now. Everything is expensive. I love my old hairdresser, but I'm not going to pay to get my hair cut anymore. She and I are Facebook friends, but really, truly, I do not need to pay to get my hair cut. My hair is not that complicated anyway. You do this, you do this, you do a little bit of this. I'm not going to pay someone to cut my hair. My husband definitely doesn't need someone to cut his hair. I'll cut his hair. But he did fine on his own when it was COVID and he had to, give himself a haircut. I'm not going to pay for it. All right, other things that I'm not going to buy, and I hope this one will save you a lot of money because I've wasted so much money. Diet fads. Everybody out there claims to have the latest magic bullet that will help you lose weight. All these diet supplements, if you read the little disclaimer at the bottom, it says with diet and exercise. There's no way to get around the diet and exercise. You have to move around and you have to diet and count your calories and make sure that you have a calorie deficit. I actually had an Instagram and Facebook story about this because I'm just so sick of everybody claiming, the coffee trick, the, metabolism, fat burning, eat carbs, don't eat carbs. It's out of control. And now that people are taking weight loss medications that have these side effects and are really expensive, they're not even covered by insurance. I get it. I get being so desperate that you'll do anything to lose weight. Same thing with people that go in for cosmetic surgery and get things like liposuction. I understand being that desperate and just being like, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to spend the money and I'm going to go and do this. But if you're on a budget, all of those diet fads and weight loss things that they advertise don't work. It comes down to you need to control your appetite, eat only when you're hungry. And even if you are hungry, remember, if you're counting your calories and you've had your calorie allotment for the day and you're experiencing hunger, that's your body kicking over to getting rid of the fat that you want to burn off. It needs to work to convert it. So, if you feel a little bit of hunger, we're not in a third world country. You're not going to starve. And I know that that sounds brutal. I'm going through it right now, though. I want to get rid of this. I hate this. I hate this chin so much. It didn't used to be there. I don't know if it's getting old and the skin stretching out, or if it's weight, or if it's Cushing's disease. I have no idea what's going on. But I'm in the process. I'm struggling with weight loss issues just like you. I've wasted a lot of flipping money on different meal subscriptions, supplements, weight loss things, gadgets to try to exercise. You don't need any fancy exercise equipment either. Just, Google and look up videos on YouTube. There's lots of workouts that you can do at home for free. But I'm not spending money anymore on trying to lose weight. Instead of losing the weight, I'm losing the money. So those are my 25 things that I no longer buy. These are just my opinion. Okay. Again, you might be at a different phase in your life where you've got some extra cash. You can have more miscellaneous in your budget. I don't right now. I am watching every penny. There are certain financial goals that I have, and I don't want to waste money anymore. I don't want clutter in my house anymore. For me, I'm trying to save up money so that my family and I can have certain experiences and go places, travel, rather than have a lot of junk in the house. So tell me in the comments, what have you done in order to save money? What have you found? You know what? I don't need this. Or I want this, but I don't need it. And so I'm not going to buy it. I'm curious to know where you're trying to save money, especially now that money is tight in this economy. Where are you cutting your budget and cutting back? And then I'll be posting the next 25 things I don't buy. Here's a bonus one for you. I don't buy cable anymore. I'll make sure I take that off the list so I don't mention it next time. I do not buy cable anymore. Cable bills around here are running $250 or more. Yeah, I can't afford that. I definitely cannot afford that. I'm paying a lot of money for health insurance. I work part-time because of my health condition. Can't do it. Can't spend that much money on cable, and it's not worth it. There's not anything that great to see on cable TV right now. I can do one streaming service and be thoroughly entertained. So again, comment and like this video. When you like, you support this channel. And then I know, all right, they like that topic. Tell me what other topics you're interested in. I am happy to, post about other topics. But lately I'm focusing on money, finance. This channel is meant to offer helpful tips. It's not a criticism. I mentioned a whole bunch of things that I'm not buying anymore. If you buy them, take what you can from this video and improve your life. If it doesn't work for you, don't listen to me. Do what makes you happy. I mean, we're all here for a limited amount of time. Try to make yourself happy, not at the expense of other people. Don't hurt anybody. Don't hurt yourself. Be reasonable. But, life is short. You really want to buy that $20 candle? Do it. I'm not, though. Everybody have a wonderful day. I hope that you have some laughter and some peace of mind and feel some gratitude today. If you can't feel grateful today, look outside, find something that is growing, like a tree or a butterfly, the clouds. The world that we live in is pretty amazing, and I hope you get to enjoy your day today. Thank you.